What if the walls and towers of the past could speak? What stories of power, faith, and survival lie etched into their stones? In this journey, we travel across vast steppes, ancient cities, and sacred mountains to uncover the wonders behind 5 civilizations, from the nomadic Cumans to the towering Vimana of the Dravidian kings, from the resilient walls of Poland's Wawel Cathedral to the mystic wooden spires of Viking Norway, to the serene heart of Shanghai's Jing'an Temple. Each monument is more than architecture, a testament to humanity's endless quest for meaning and order amidst the chaos. Join me as we unravel the history, ambition, and symbolism behind these awe-inspiring wonders. Let's wallow low. A fortress is rarely just stone and strategy. It's a response to when the world closes in. And for the peoples of the Eurasian steppes, where borders shift like winds across the grass, fortresses like Sarkel and Sudak stood as rare monuments of permanence in a region full of movement. Sarkel Fortress, built in the 9th century AD by the Khazars, distant cousins of the Cumans, rose along the Don River and was constructed with Roman engineers courtesy of Emperor Theophilus, and its name, White House in Old Turkic, signaled more than function. Sarkel was a bulwark, a symbol of identity caught between 3 empires: Christian Constantinople, Muslim Baghdad, and the rising Rus. It protected the trade routes that ran like veins across the steppe, linking cultures and economies. When the Rus captured it in the 960s, renaming it Belaya Veja, or White Tower, the Khazars' twilight had begun. Farther to the west, on the Black Sea cliffs of the Crimea, Sudak Fortress emerged under Genoese control in the 14th century. But its foundations lay in earlier Kipchak lands. Built to guard merchant interests, it became a citadel of commerce, rising from a place where Cuman, Slavic, and Mediterranean worlds all collided. Its walls and towers still remain among the best preserved medieval fortifications in the region. The Cumans needed a wonder that reflected both their Turkic roots and their strategic brilliance. Thus, Sarkel offers that ancient symbolism, and Sudak the architectural endurance. One stood at the heart of the Khazar alliance, the other at the edge of the Cuman memory. Both remind us that even nomads can leave foundations. Even in motion there is meaning, and sometimes what endures isn't the empire, but the walls that try to keep the barbarians out. Across the vast tapestry of human endurance, architecture has often been used to dialogue between man and the cosmos, a physical manifestation of belief, power, and order. One more such structure that embodies this is also one of the great wonders of India, the Brihadisvara Temple in Tanjavur. At its heart rises the Vimana, an imposing, intricately carved tower that reaches skywards as if to bridge earth and the heavens. Commissioned in the early 11th century AD by Raja Chola I, one of the greatest rulers of the Chola dynasty, it was completed around 1010 AD. The Vimana, soaring approximately 66 meters high, was conceived not simply as an architectural feat, but as a symbol of the right of the monarch that derived his authority from the divine. It embodies the Chola king's ambition to project his reign as though it being ordained by Shiva himself. Crafted from granite, a material not native to the region, its construction was a marvel of engineering and human will. The massive dome, or the shikara, atop the vimana, weighing around 80 tons, was raised without modern machinery we rely on today, hinting at a society deeply skilled in geometry, labor organization, and ritual precision. The tower's vertical progression is more than physical. It mirrors the spiritual ascent from the mundane to the sacred, a path carved in stone where devotion and power intertwine. Every carving, every motif, echoes Hindu cosmology, reflecting cycles of creation, preservation, and destruction. The Prihadisvara Vimana endures not only as an architectural wonder, but as a symbol of human aspiration, a reminder that when power and fate converge, they can erect monuments that speak across centuries, calling us to consider the order within the chaos, the sacred within the temporal. I have always loved the AoE2 cutscenes, and some of them are simply works of art. So I'm excited to announce the AoH Histories Store, set up to celebrate some of the very best artworks from the campaigns, so you get to appreciate them wherever you are. Be it with hoodies or tees, our merch will allow you to embody the memories of some of the greatest characters, both men and women, that fill the pages of the campaigns. Yet my personal favorite are the mugs. Some will boost your morning coffee with tales of glory or defiance, others will calm your Earl Greys with stunning landscapes, whilst the screenshots from my other channel will keep you daydreaming until your next match. So go on, click the link below or follow the QR code on screen and grab your AoH Histories merch, which by doing so you'll be directly supporting me in creating more amazing content for you. Now, back to the video. Perched upon Wawel Hill in Krakow, Poland, Wawel Cathedral stands as a monumental anchor for identity, power and culture. Its stones bear witness to centuries of Polish kings, clergy and nationhood intertwined in a fragile but enduring dialogue with time. The origins of Wawel Cathedral date back to the early 11th century, though the current Gothic structure largely took shape between the 14th and the 16th centuries. It was built as the coronation site for the Polish sovereigns, a sacred stage where the divine authority and the earthly powers converged. Through the reigns of kings like Casimir the Great and Sigismund I, the cathedral was expanded, remodeled and adorned, reflecting the evolving ambitions of a growing Polish state. Wawel Cathedral was more than a religious edifice, it was a symbol of unity and resilience. Its architecture, a blend of Romanesque foundations and soaring Gothic vaults, convey both spiritual and political ascent, mirroring Poland's emergence amid the turbulent currents of medieval Europe. Within its walls also lie the tombs of saints, kings and national heroes, reminders that the cathedral is a custodian of collective memory, a sanctuary where the sacred meets the historical. One of its major features is the Sigismund bell, cast in 1520, which still rings out as a call not just to worship, but to remember and hold aloft the national consciousness. Wawel Cathedral shows us that when a people enshrines its values and history in stone, they create more than a monument. They create a living embodiment of their identity, a beacon to navigate the storms of fate, and a reminder that culture endures through shared reverence and meaning. Nestled in a remote, windswept valley in southern Norway, where nature's raw forces meet human perseverance, The Borgund Stave Church stands as a silent manifestation to a civilization's dialogue with both faith and the environment. Erected around 1180 AD, this remarkable wooden structure is one of the best preserved examples of stave church architecture, an emblem of medieval Norway's unique synthesis of artistry, spirituality, and survival. Commissioned by the local communities in the Borgund region, the church was built during a time when Christianity was weaving itself into the fabric of Norse society, one long steeped in pagan traditions and rugged lives. The church's distinctive construction, using vertical wooden posts, or staves, speaks not only to the available resources in the area, but to a worldview that sought harmony between human craft and the surrounding natural world. Its multi-tiered, steeply pitched roof, adorned with intricate carvings of dragons and serpents, reflects a fusion of Christian symbolism and Norse mythology. The dragon motifs, once thought to ward off evil spirits, coexist with Christian iconography, illustrating how changing beliefs tend to overlap and evolve rather than simply replace one another. The church's wooden walls and soaring roofs are not just architectural choices. They are statements for resilience. Built using ingenious joinery techniques that do not require nails, the church was designed to endure the harsh winters and shifting soils, embodying a philosophy where adaptability is the key to survival. Today, the Borgund Stave Church endures as more than a relic. It is an age-old narrative carved in timber, telling a story of faith, identity, and the delicate balance between tradition and necessary transformation. It invites us to consider how human culture adapts in the face of nature's challenges, and how the sacred helps guide the solutions. In the bustling heart of Shanghai in modern-day China, Jing'an Temple stands as a living testament to mankind's enduring impulse towards the divine, a sanctuary where history, faith, and urban transformation intersect. Originally founded in 247 AD during the Three Kingdoms period, Jing'an Temple was established by monks who sought a place for Buddhist practice amid a region fractured by war and upheaval. Its name, meaning Temple of Peace and Tranquility, captures the aspiration that guided its creation, a haven of calm within a chaotic world. Over the centuries, the temple faced cycles of destruction and renewal. The Tang and Song dynasties saw its growth into a significant religious center. Later, during the Ming and the Qing eras, it was expanded and richly adorned, reflecting the flourishing of Buddhism alongside the rise of Imperial China. Yet, with the dawn of the 20th century, Jing'an's temple confronted many challenges, and in 1945 it was rebuilt after many decades of war and neglect, and again underwent another restoration in the early 21st century, integrating the ancient with the modern within the city's rapid urban sprawl. Jing'an's architecture is more than an aesthetic. It is a physical expression of Buddhist cosmology and Chinese artistic tradition. Its pagodas, statues, and prayer halls form a sacred geography designed to guide devotees from the profane to the sacred. The temple endures today not simply as a monument of stone and wood, but as a symbol of cultural continuity and spiritual refuge. Jing'an Temple reminds us that even amid relentless change, the human spirit seeks permanence, meaning, and sanctuary. A truth as vital now as it was nearly 2,000 years ago. And with those 5 civs, we have covered 35 of the 50 wonders we have in 2025. And I wonder, which one was your favorite? If you enjoyed this journey through the real-world inspirations behind the AoE2 wonders, give this video a like, it truly helps immensely. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Age of History so you don't miss another dive into the structures, leaders, and events behind the game we all love. There's so much more to explore, but goodbye for now, and thank you for watching.